If you have not read the new MITSUKI'S side story manga for Naruto, don't watch this video. Go read that, come back, come enjoy.
It's lit.
So the MITSUKI'S side story manga for Naruto called The Path Shown by the Full Moon's Light came out on April 21st, I believe. Yup, 2016. This is kind of the explanation of MITSUKI'S origins, who he came from, what he is he really Orochimaru's son? Like, what the hell is going on with this man MITSUKI, because he came out of nowhere. Now, the last thing that we heard about MITSUKI'S origin story was when he had been questioned by Boruto at the end of Boruto Naruto the movie. He was like, yo, who are your parents? And the dude was like, MITSUKI, like,
my parents are Orochimaru.
And he's like, which one?
It doesn't matter, fam.
So we're like, it doesn't matter. So you just gonna pop out of nowhere and then your parents don't even. Alright, I was just like, I need to know more about this dude. This chapter does just that. It takes you through MITSUKI'S origins and basically tells you what exactly he is. Now, MITSUKI, it turns out he's an artificial human. That means that he's been created from bottom line. MITSUKI is a artificial human, aka fake human, created by Orochimaru's experiments. And the crazy thing is, MITSUKI is not even the only fucking MITSUKI. There's like at least 6 different MITSUKI's that Orochimaru has gone through in order to make the perfect MITSUKI that he wants. With that said, little MITSUKI runs into an adult MITSUKI inside the manga, and the adult MITSUKI was kind of on Orochimaru's side because they were planning a way to help little MITSUKI unlock his powers. So you got Orochimaru and adult MITSUKI working together to create the perfect new MITSUKI. At the end of the manga chapter, we find out that Orochimaru and older MITSUKI are actually trying to lead MITSUKI to finding Boruto Uzumaki of the Leaf Village, the 7th Hokage's son, Naruto's son, Boruto Uzumaki. He's trying to lead MITSUKI to Boruto, and you already know from reading the manga and watching the movie that MITSUKI does end up being in the Leaf Village and with Boruto, so Orochimaru's plan was a success. They wanted MITSUKI to bounce off Boruto's personality and whole aura and basically shine into a better person. They don't want him to grow up. I'm assuming they don't want to raise MITSUKI like into a ninja. They want the Leaf Village to do that so he can flourish and unlock his true potential. And during the manga chapter, this dude went sage mode when Orochimaru and older MITSUKI had like angered him, basically because they were trying to awaken his power and they were just both kind of being manipulative and telling him what to do, and he was just like, I've had it with this. He goes sage mode. Orochimaru surprised, that's what they wanted. He steals the scroll that Orochimaru says was top secret and was part of the mission, and it ends up being Boruto's papers inside the secret scroll. So he wanted MITSUKI to steal the scroll because it had Boruto in it. So he's saying that MITSUKI will develop into a full moon with the help of Boruto, who he says is the son to MITSUKI'S moon. So I'm trying to figure out, why doesn't MITSUKI use any of this stuff during Boruto the movie? Like, why doesn't he use the sage mode that he has? Because isn't this is a pre, whatever the case, this is like an origin story before the chapter 700 and before Boruto the movie, because he's not even in the Leaf Village in this chapter. He's in the Sound Village and Orochimaru's hideout. I don't even know if the Sound Village exists, but he's in Orochimaru's hideout. So what I'm trying to figure out, why is all this being shown right now and MITSUKI doesn't even use all the stuff that he's capable of in the Boruto Naruto the movie? I feel like that would have been crazy. But the new Boruto manga is approaching, the one that had the weird character arts. That one is coming up soon, so we're gonna get to see more of MITSUKI. and hopefully we get to see some of this latent power. I don't know if he can't use all of his full powers because he's not like in the situational, like you know how Sharingan uses when they first start out, they only start using it when they're in like a tough situation. Like I don't know if that's the case with Mitsuki, but he definitely is Orochimaru's something. Like I want to know what is Orochimaru's alternate, like what are his true intentions with Mitsuki going into the Leaf Village and stuff like that. I know he doesn't have a grudge against the Leaf Village anymore, but as I said in this theory video that I made about Orochimaru having Orochimaru Jr., I was kind of right, because Mitsuki is basically an Orochimaru Jr., his son, because Orochimaru felt like he needed a son, so that's what he did. What is going to come to fruition from Mitsuki being in the Leaf Village at the end of the day? Like there has to be something. Like why would Orochimaru, is he just trying to raise his son, or is he trying to body swap with Mitsuki later on once he unlocks all his true powers and does all that? Like what is he really trying to do? The chapter was lit regardless. Orochimaru really be doing some scheming type shit, but I'm gonna be looking out for that Naruto manga. I still kind of upset about the art style, but I'll be looking out for it so I can see some more Mitsuki. Oh, we saw some Suigetsu in this chapter too. That's my boy. Like I saw him interacting with Mitsuki, and it was kind of fun. He was in the beginning, he actually tested out to see if Mitsuki still had his ninja skills after he had his memory erased by Orochimaru. He did that shit on purpose, but this man tried to stab Suigetsu and he just fucking went through him because he's water. But yeah, it was a dope read, and I suggest that you check it out if you're watching this video and you didn't listen to the beginning. So definitely check out the chapter, and I'll check you guys later.